Hawaii Kids Can is helping shape the future of literacy and driving statewide change for our keiki. Today I'm joined by founding executive director David Sun-Miyashiro. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you so much for being here. Now, David, I know that you have a past in the classroom as a teacher for Teach for America. Can you talk to me about how that really inspired you to create what you have today?
Yeah, so I got my start in teaching thanks to Teach for America, and I taught middle school special education English. So I got to work with kids who were struggling to learn how to read, even though they're in middle school, still several grade levels behind, and you get to see when a kid can't read, it affects their confidence and their image of themselves. So it was definitely a calling for me.
That is amazing that it really helped awaken that and you were able to take it to the next level. Now, can you share specifically what you do in your work right now?
Yeah, so I had a chance in 2017 to start HawaiiKidsCAN. So we are a local nonprofit education advocacy organization. So we take on tough issues in education, including the literacy crisis. Right now, only about half of our kids are reading proficiently, and so we know that affects them as they come out of our schools, try to enter the workforce, have lifelong challenges. So we really want to make sure that we can get all of our kids to read.
Absolutely, and literacy is such an important part of Teach for America as well. I was reading that they're trying to triple the proficiency of their third graders. So how does their goals and what you're doing kind of merge together and really build here in Hawaii?
I think it's a perfect partnership. Both of us are focused on kind of that one day where every kid can read. For example, this last year, we've been working on legislation. So we passed legislation, House Bill 1891, so it's a literacy for all bill. And so what it does is, especially when a kid is struggling with a challenge like dyslexia, making sure that they get the supports they need, and for teachers, making sure that they have the best resources available to have that support to help all kids read.
That is really exciting. So with legislation pushing forward, what does this really mean for Hawaii's future and Hawaii's keiki especially?
I think what's so exciting is the reason that bill passed and had the support that it did is you had people from all sorts of backgrounds, including many students who testified. I think we had hundreds of pages of testimony and support. And so I think what, to me, makes me feel really excited is that it feels like there's this groundswell of community support united around the fundamental right of literacy for all. And so I think we're really seeing that organizations like HawaiiKidsCAN, like Teach for America, like many more, are really, linking arms and saying, we can do this together.
Absolutely, and that is such a beautiful mission. Now, I have to ask you, as a former teacher for Teach for America, was there a moment within your teaching career there that really just sparked this passion?
I think the most rewarding part of teaching is seeing those breakthroughs with kids, and not even just in the classroom, but spending time during recess, after school, playing basketball, getting to know them, what they're all about, and then seeing it translate to them realizing for the first time, oh my gosh, I can do this. I'm a smart kid, I have potential, I have so many gifts, and then when you see that kind of light bulb come on, their whole life often takes off. And so for me, man, I miss that being in the classroom every single day.
That's right. I mean, teachers truly are change makers in our world and especially the future of our keiki. So thank you so much for doing that. And I'm really excited about what you're doing on the legislative side. Of course, if anyone wants to support what you're doing, what's your best advice on how they can do that?
Yeah, through our websites or through social media, you can look up Teach for America Hawaii. You can look up HawaiiKidsCAN and find ways to be involved in this campaign. There's a lot of work to go around, so we can really use volunteers.
Well, absolutely, and of course, we'll have all of that information up on our website. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll be right back after the break.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you.